over the past few days, the CNG has been monitoring development across 19 northern states in respect of the national peaceful protest, which began on August 21st, 2004. The CNG recognized the constitutional right of Nigerians to assemble and protest peacefully. Section 40 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, allows citizens to peacefully protest and demand accountability, transparency, and good governance. In the last 3 days, which began as a peaceful protest in the northern states, has been tragically degenerated into a violence, particularly in Kano, Kaduna, and Jigawa states, among others. Public and private properties were destroyed. Shops and stores were looted. Hundreds of protesters and security personnel sustained various injuries, and many people lost their lives. In Zamfara State, the last 3 days of the protests were peacefully void of harassment and maltreatment of the protesters by security agencies, and deployed to ensure their safety and prevent the infiltration of criminal elements. 3 days ago, we observed young men and women positioned through the various routes of the state capital, escorted by the security agencies. However, on Monday, August 5, 2024, the protest took on a different dimension, which noticed that infiltration of criminal elements who manipulate the protester, mostly undergrade and trigger violence. The criminal elements succeeded in hijacking the peaceful protest and subsequently making it violence. Subsequently, many protesters sustained serious injuries. Public and private properties were destroyed. Businesses, public offices, and schools were shut down. This dire situation makes this moment critical in the history of Zamfara State. At the beginning, the peaceful protest was a testament to the citizens' right to voice their concern. However, a tension rose between the protester and security agents, and hoodlums hijacked the peaceful protest for personal gain. The CNG feels that it is essential to issue this press statement, clarify issues as they unfold, and call for calm and restraint. Our observation: Zamfara State has long been a beacon of resilience amidst diversity, and if their current violent protesters persist, it is threatened to portray peace in the state and trigger another cycle of insecurity. In light of this, we urgently appeal to all parties involved in exercise restraint and engage in peaceful dialogue and constructive engagement to hear their grievances. Our collective response to this situation will determine not only in immediate resolutions, but also the long-term sustainability unity of our dear state. In light of Monday event in Zamfara State, where a peaceful protest has greatly turned into violence, and given the fragile state of peace in the state, it is crucial that we prioritize dialogue and non-violence to achieve the peace and security of our dear state. The filtration of foreign agents and the need for stakeholders to exhibit priorities. The CNG has noticed that some of the protesters in Zamfara State were flying foreign flag, chanting anti-democratic song, and calling on President Putin of Russia and the military to intervene in Nigerian governance, which believe that democracy has not served in primary purpose, but our collective will and determine the make it work. Following foreign actors to interfere in democratic protests threaten the sovereignty of our country. In many promises Nigerian ability to manage internal affairs independently, and it damage the legitimacy of our governance structures. Protesting our sovereignty is essential to maintaining national integrity and ensuring that decisions affecting our people are made by our own leaders and institutions. The infiltration of foreign agents and government into Nigerian affairs could determine the genuine grievances of protesters and distort the objective of our protesters. The CNG also believe that the involvement of foreign agents and escalation tension leading to increased violence and instability, particularly in Zamfara State. External parties may have their own strategic interests and their action could escalate the current insecurity in the state. The CNG appealed to all stakeholders to remain vigilant against the infiltration of foreign actors and ensure that the protests reflect the genuine will of our people and are conducted within the framework of the law. Economic realities and the way forward. The CNG acknowledged that the removal of fuel and electricity subsidy, the floating of naira and inflation have collectively caused unwhole leadership hardship to the masses, particularly in North. The majority of the people are increasingly becoming poorer due to continued devaluation of naira, insecurity, unfavorable government economic policy of the federal government. We also recognize that improving in the security and welfare of the northern people, northern populace, is the responsibility of not just the federal, but the respective northern state government. While we urge the federal government to review its unfriendly economic policies and testify the war against banditry and other forms of insecurity across the north, we call on the northern state government to, as a matter of urgency, respond to the yearning and aspiration of the local population by increasing access to quality education, poverty alleviation, subsidy, transport, and encourage and support the timing youth to embrace agricultural as a means of livelihoods. Conclusion, in the last year, the Zamfara State faced numerous challenges and the collective effort to review and maintain peace in our collective responsibility. It is imperative that we do not let violence, protests undermine our collective desire for peace and security. As we navigate this critical period, we call upon all stakeholders, including protesters, community leaders, and security forces, to adhere to the principle of patriotism and respect for the rule of law. We must all recognize that the strength of our state lies in our unity and our ability to address our governance through peaceful means. We urge the public to remain calm and to support efforts aimed at restoring order. Engaging in violence will only deepen division and delay the progress we strive for. Instead, let us deny our agencies into restrictive dialogue and collective solutions that honor the principle of our democracy as a human dignity. Our shared commitment to peace and patriotism is the bedrock upon which a brighter future for Zamfara can build. Together, let us reaffirm our dedication to those values and work towards harmonious relationship to current situations.